Welcome back to a daily dose of good news. Money and wealth is a touchy subject. We don't often like to talk about it, especially when it relates to our personal circumstances. None of us want to be seen as money grabbing. In some Christian circles, having money is seen as a measure of God's blessing on you. This is known as the prosperity gospel. I don't subscribe to this understanding. On the other hand, I have come across people who give their lives to Jesus and then ask whether now they have to give everything away and be poor. I don't agree with that either. Today we're going to hear what Dr. Luke tells us Jesus has to say on the subject. Someone in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." Jesus replied, "Man, who appointed me a judge or an arbiter between you?" Then he said to them, "Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. A man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions." And he told them this parable. The ground of a certain rich man produced a good crop. He thought to himself, "What shall I do? I have no place to store my crops." Then he said, "This is what I'll do. I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I will store all my grain and my goods. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of good things laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry." But God said to him, "You fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself? This is how it will be with anyone who stores up things for himself, but is not rich towards God." Jesus is quick to warn us of danger. If the accumulation of wealth is seen as being the means to achieving happiness and fulfillment, beware. True happiness is not dependent upon your financial wherewithal. If you think they are linked, you may be horribly surprised. What Jesus does not say here is that having wealth is bad. He also doesn't say that having wealth is good or a result of being blessed by God. He warns us against focusing on wealth instead of being rich towards God. God wants us to give him everything we have. It is all God's, for him to use as he chooses. Whether that everything is an abundance, or whether it is just the clothes on our back. Remember, choosing Jesus is all or nothing. See you tomorrow.